What's going on, guys? So I got a hold of a very decent testing environment for Ragnarok Zero, and I know we're all excited about the upcoming release of Ragnarok Zero Global. So in that spirit, I thought I would use this little testing environment, which I will not be sharing with you guys because, well, I don't want Gravity to snipe me, and this isn't even the real thing. It's just a testing environment, right? But what I wanted to showcase is, well, number one, the night gameplay, because I said in one of my videos nights are kind of busted, and you'll see that. And the second thing I wanted to showcase is some of the gear. So as you can see right here, we've dropped a robe. Oh, it disappeared. We're gonna get a lot of them. So that's that, and I'm currently on the Morrock Fever map. So I said Ragnarok Zero has fever maps, which are kind of like a upgraded version of some maps with the same monsters but buffed. Unfortunately, the sprite for Furious Hode in this testing environment is bugged, so we're not gonna be able to see them. We just see the shadows, but we'll see all the other mobs. And we only have 3 fever maps in this testing environment, but that's gonna be more than enough for us to see some of the stuff. So we are a knight. I am a knight right here. I'm only wearing a claymore, a desert armor that I found, and that's about it. A hood with nothing in it. I got bowling bash, of course, because it's one of the most broken skills in this game, and just 50 strength, 50 agi, 50 vit, and 21 dex. Just a random stat build that I put together. Alright, so let's go ahead and kill a couple monsters. As you can see, these guys slap, right? That was like 400, 600 damages there, right? These guys slap, so they're not really that pushovery, but if you can one-shot them, this is excellent XP. Let's find a bunch more. So yeah, these are Hodes, just unfortunately the sprite is bugged, so it is what it is. It's a testing zone, so yeah. Boom. So one new thing that for the classic players will be completely new is those light beams, with different colored light beams on certain equipment that drops. And that indicates the number one, there's something rare that dropped. Number 2 is the amount of additional affixes that the gear has. So we got green light on the shoes and blue light on the armor, right? So let's try and identify those. I'm just gonna drop all of the stuff that I don't have, and we're gonna do this again. So I'm like 100% sure which item is that we're identifying. Okay, let's do this again. So I mentioned in my night overview that bowling bash is broken and deals more damage the more monsters you have. So I have currently 5 monsters on me. Just gonna cast bowling bash and destroy them all for like 10,000 damage, just like that. So if that doesn't tell you night is broken, it's kind of crazy. All right, so we got this robe that shines with purple. Let's try and identify it. The robe is this one. It has 3 options, so purple color indicates 3 options, and it rolled with plus max SP 46, death against neutral monster plus 7%, and flat max HP plus 158. Let me kill that guy too. We got a green/yellow armor. Let's see what that is. And that is a desert robe with another 3 affixes. No, that's a different one. This one, desert armor with only 1 affix of max HP plus 2. Let me kill this thing. There we go. So yeah, depending on the color of the beam that drops alongside the item, you know what sort of how many of the affixes you're gonna get. So I identified a bunch of items in my inventory. Maybe let's overview the desert leather gear overall, right? Let's get to a safer environment because I don't want to like close to things all the time. All right, so this is Eden. So the desert leather gear. So let's start with the armor. So the armors are for, of course, swordsmen, merchants, stake wounds, and star gladiators. So pretty much just 2 classes. I don't think there's gonna be too many tech ones, but there we go. It gets flat 250 HP, reduces all damage taken from neutral element by 5%, which is, you know, that's pretty cool by itself. And then if you refine it to +7 or higher, it gives you additional max HP plus 100. At +9, it gives you yet another max HP plus 150, so that's 500 HP flat at +9. And additional neutral element damage reduction of 5%, so 10% damage from neutral is reduced. So that's like half a Rage card right there, right? It requires level 50, so not that hard. It's pretty easy to level up in Ragnarok Zero. We're probably gonna get a lot of regional quests as well, just like we had on KRO. So it's gonna be a breeze to level up to that point. And of course you get a bunch of different enchants on them, or rather affixes that show up like below the regular box of the item, right? So the desert robe is similar, but not so much, right? It's similar in terms of flat HP, so it does give you 150 HP flat and 75 SP. It's of course tailored towards mages, acolytes, and soul linkers, and it gives you SP recovery rate increase of 10% just by itself without any affixes, right? Magic defense plus 5. And increased AG and Blessing SP consumption reduced by 1/3. So that's pretty huge. Yeah, I'm gonna sneeze, sorry. Yeah, I'm sick, you guys. But I just kind of wanted to make this video as soon as possible because the hype of Ragnarok Zero is there, definitely. At +7 or higher, it gives you additional flat HP and SP, 75 and 25 respectively. SP recovery rate increased by another 10%. And at +9, you got the same bonus again, flat HP and SP plus 75 and 25. Another SP recovery rate increase by 10%, so that's 30% in total at +9, so it's pretty heavy. And another decrease in AG and Blessing SP consumption by 20%. So you got your major buffs, SP consumption reduced by 50%, so that's huge. Because if you have a whole party of people, and casting increased AG and blessings on every one of them as a low-level priest is gonna burn your SP pool just almost immediately. So that's very, very useful if you can manage to get it to +9. Mind you, I don't really know what we're gonna get in terms of refines. The refine system is a mystery to me, so it's probably not gonna be as easy to get to +7 as it would be like in Renewal at the beginning. So if you're lucky enough to roll very, very good additional affixes, which I think I did get pretty cool ones. I mean, max SP plus 46 right here and max HP plus 158 is pretty cool for low level gear like this. And against neutral monsters 7% is not that much. But still, you know, it's probably gonna be hard to get it to +9, and I don't think you want to, right? +7 is gonna be your goal most likely. So we also got a bunch of gear from other places, but before I move on, let's move on to the next piece of the desert stuff. So this is a sandal, desert sandal. Unfortunately, these sets do not combine themselves like into like one big set, right? So if you have like desert shoes and armor, they don't really have any additional bonuses when worn together. But flat HP and SP increase, 150 and 125, and SP recovery rate increased by another 20%. So that is what I was talking about. There's so much early game gear that increases SP recovery rate by so much. It's like wearing an Archangel card all the time on yourself, you know, or having an additional Magnificat just all the time on you. That's pretty huge, not gonna lie. Same requirement level 50. These are for mages, acolytes, and soul linkers. I rolled one with max SP plus 26 only, but it is what it is. There are also a ones for thieves, archers, ninjas, and gunslingers. So no swordsmen. You can't wear them as a swordsman apparently. Maybe that's only messed up on this test environment, but honestly I don't remember. But the shoes give you a flat HP increase of 200, SP of 75, and increases attack speed by 5%. It's not a lot, but still. Some flee and some hit. 15 and 10 respectively, right? What you really want is good affixes on those. These rolled with shit affixes, not gonna lie. This is max SP plus 3% is not a lot. And the restoration gain from healing plus 8% is not a lot either. The second one's rolled with 1 affix, and that's only max SP plus 2. So yeah, these would definitely go on the ground. For sure. We also found a weapon. Sand Crystal Rod. Oh, this is cool. So you got max SP plus 100. Magic attack plus 125, so that's pretty good. Increases cold bolt damage by 10%. It's indestructible and increases natural SP recovery by 10%. Another piece of SP recovery. At plus 7 or higher gives you cold bolt damage increased by 5% and then 5% more SP recovery. And at plus 9 more cold bolt damage again by 5%. And that's for mages, acolytes, soul linkers. Quite honestly, I can't really say whether that's good or not. There's probably gonna be a lot of variance on the affixes that we get. The one that we got right now rolled magic attack plus 4%. That's kind of shit, to be honest. I would rather get flat magic attack at this point, at least at levels around 50. Magic attack against neutral monsters plus 7%. That's not really useful at all. And ignores 11% of magic defense of angel monsters. Yeah, so this would definitely go on the ground, right? We can find a bunch of those. Let's go back to the field and try and get a couple more of these items, and then we move on to the next fever map, which would be the Payon fever. Alright, so blue and green. We're just gonna pick up red and purple. So with more affixes, there's a purple item here, robe. Keep in mind this is a test environment with most likely increased drop rates. So we will be seeing a lot more gear dropping than you would be used to in Ragnarok Zero overall, but probably not as much as we're saying right here. Okay, so we got a staff that was purple, and we got a robe that's purple. Let's try what we get on the staff. Sand Crystal Rod. Magic attack plus 5 flat. that's kind of shit. Healing skills plus 7%. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's a nice affix, I guess. Magic attack against earth monsters plus 6%. Yeah, that's not at all. Especially that the staff gives you cold bolt damage, so not very useful against those type of monsters. We got another robe that's plus 3 max HP percent, plus 3% max HP. Magic defense against wind and death against fish. Kinda shit. Kind of shit, not gonna lie. Not a fan. This robe is pretty cool with max HP and max SP on it. Let's try and find some more items. I'm gonna drop all of these on the ground. All of the desert gear on the ground. Actually this mantle as well. And this. I found this leaf robe. I don't remember where's that from. I think from Payon Fever, but we'll get there. Actually, let's drop all the items so we can find new ones, like completely new ones. Let's see what we get. Look how I'm destroying these monsters, just crazy. Alright, there's a purple armor. Max HP plus 4%, restoration gain from healing 5%, defense against undead plus 5%. That's kind of crap, don't really want that. Let's go for one more try, and then we move on to Payon. Oh, that's cool, shoes with purple. Let's pick up the blue ones too, I guess. Wait, the sandals were blue, right? Yeah. So we got 3 options, the purple ones. That's max HP plus 3%, hit plus 6, max SP plus 28. That is okay. I would rather have max HP flat on items like this, but it is what it is. So the second ones that dropped with only 2 options. Oh, that's pretty good. I wish that they had a third options, because it gives you plus 224 max HP right there. So that's plus 424 max HP when putting this particular pair up, and plus 2 magic defense, not really a lot. These sandals, I mean, def plus 13, that's okay. Max SP plus 50, that's also okay-ish, right? Alright, so that's what we got from going to the desert. And let's move on to the earlier fever maps, which would be Payon fever. So we got willows over here, wormtail, spores, and mandragoras. Let's pick up the bow, the armor, maybe this one too, just so we can see what it is. The bow, the armor, and I'm out of magnifier, so we're gonna have to go back. Plant stem bow, so that's a new item. Increases double strafe damage by 5%, increases long range damage by another 5%. And that's pretty cool. It's a level 25 item with 80 attack. It rolled with 2 options on it, and they're both okay. Attack plus 14 and crit plus 2. I mean, 2 crit isn't gonna like make too many changes to your build, but still not too bad. And a plus 7 refine increases another 5% double strafe damage and another long range damage by 5%. So the bonuses stop at plus 7. I mean, this is a very low level item. It's level 25, right? So that's what we get. An oak armor, another level 25 item. Max HP plus 150. All damage taken from neutral monsters is reduced by 5%. From neutral monsters? I wonder if that really has to do with the element of the monsters, or this is just bad wording because this is a testing environment. So I don't know. The rolls aren't that great either. Max SP, flee, and death against demons. So not a lot. Let's grab more magnifiers and come back there. Give me magnifiers, lady. And to be honest, as far as testing environments go, there aren't any other things we can really test here, unfortunately. Plant stem suit. Max HP plus 125 and hit plus 3 with a roll of max SP plus 46. That's not too bad for thieves, archers, ninjas, and gunslingers. The max SP for more double strafing at the very beginning is going to be pretty useful, I guess. So yeah, these are the gear changes in Ragnarok Zero, or the new gear pieces in Ragnarok Zero. That's pretty cool. Mind you, these monsters slap, so it's really not that easy to just go ahead as a first job and farm these places. I tried, and I had to go away, go do something else, until I became a knight, really. Well, maybe because I was a swordman. If I was a thief or an archer, it would probably be a lot easier. Alright, we got 3 more items, let's see. There's a sword here. Oak armor, again, with max HP, defense, and max SP. The HP roll is pretty good, it's 300. So yeah, I would definitely keep that if I was leveling. Oak sword. Increase received healing by 5%, reduces SP consumption of provoke by 50%. And at plus 7 it gives you another increase in healing by 5% and reduces SP consumption of bash by 5. So that is probably the good thing about it. It rolled with 3 affixes, all of them are shit. Attack against water, angel, and just attack percent. And the leaf robe for mages, acolytes, and soul linkers with max HP plus 100, max SP plus 50, and increased SP recovery. With a flat max SP increase also on the item. Very interesting items for early levels. I would totally wear some of this. Green ones, don't really care. Let's roll something bigger. Let's try and find at least blue. So really, I suppose in Ragnarok Zero, the real difficulty in terms of gearing is going to be finding the right affixes. So it's going to be like, kind of like Diablo gear, where, you know, the pieces themselves aren't that uncommon, but the rolls on the affixes matter a lot. Right, so we got a bunch of things. Oh, that's a green bow, never mind. We got another armor, which rolled with magic defense, and SP, it doesn't matter. One-handed staff, oak staff, we haven't seen that before. Oh, that's interesting. So magic attack plus 85, SP plus 50, firebolt damage increased by 5%, and firebolt SP consumption reduced by 20%. That is pretty heavy. And at plus 7, increases firebolt damage by another 5%, and increases SP recovery by 15%. Let me kill this thing. And it rolled with 2 affixes of magic attack plus 8, not too crazy. And magic attack against fire monsters on a staff that, you know, improves fireballs. Come on, that's a bad roll. But by itself, the item's pretty good for mages, obviously. So I guess with like good rolls, this could be very useful. Oak Mace, we haven't seen that either. This is for swordsmen, acolytes, merchants. Magic attack plus 80, max SP plus 50, increase SP recovery by 10%, and reduces heal SP consumption. Ooh, that is not too bad. It has decent attack plus 55. I rolled one with additional 23 attack flat, and attack against water monsters plus 7%. That's kind of useless, but not too bad. You know, the item is pretty cool. All right, let's put it on the ground and go with this one. Unfortunately, the leaf robe doesn't have a slot. Did any of the other ones have a slot? Yeah, all of the weapons had slots so far. Why the robe doesn't have a slot? So we've seen this one before, right? So I think we've seen all of the items. I think there was a stunner that we could get from here. So one more type of mace. Let's try and find it. I don't remember who. There's a sword. Is it gonna be? Yeah, it's just the oak sword. Oh, Wormtails maybe. Oh, there we go. That's purple and that's purple. So let's see what that was. Stem suit with 3 rolls. Okay, that is pretty big. Max HP 220. Natural SP regeneration is 25%. The third one doesn't matter. The bow rolls are kind of shit, not gonna lie. But the suit, pretty good. Oh wait, there's a mace. And another armor. Okay, so we've seen those already. So it's either the mandragoras or the spores that drop. Okay, there's a dagger. Okay, didn't know that. There's definitely at least one more item that drops over here that I want to show you guys before we go. Let me get increase energy. So there was a stunner. I found it earlier, but I threw it on the ground and I don't remember what it does. Let me see if we can find something. Right, there's a mace, more wands, and that's it. Let's check the dagger. Leaf dagger for thieves and ninjas. Hit plus 5 increases attack speed by 10% and attack plus 2 per level of double attack learned, so plus 20 attack basically. And it's plus 7 or higher refined, hit plus 10 and attack speed plus 1. That's okay for leveling. I mean, pretty good. It has a slot, 80 attack, weapon level 2, so that it's gonna be very easy to refine. And mine rolled with plus 20 flat attack. That's pretty good. I would definitely be using that as a thief leveling. We got a silver, doesn't matter really. Oh, there we go, there's an oak stunner. So flat hit plus 5, well, first of all, it's for acolytes and merchants, right? So no swordsman. Hits plus 5, indestructible, increases attack speed by 5%, and increases physical damage against undead monsters by 10%. So that could be useful for like going to Orc Dungeon later. And at plus 7 or higher, attack speed plus 1, hit plus 5, increases physical damage against undead monsters by additional 10%. That sounds okay to me. Sounds like a fun weapon to try out. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, we got the same stuff. Alright, so I think these are all the weapons from the Payon Fever map. And last, we're gonna check out the Geffen Fever with orcs, but we're gonna need more flywings for that one. This should be enough. Geffen field, right? Yeah. I want to see them. The camera on this map is kind of tragic. So these are your regular orcs, just with different, a little bit different sprites. Oh wow, that hurt. Dark orc archer, okay. Daggers. Let's get out of here. I can't see the monsters. I always hated this map. I don't know why they picked this one for a fever map. Not gonna lie, this is stupid. Okay, another sword. Let's see what else can we get over here. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. I have like 9,500 HP and he almost just killed me like that. These orc archers are tough, man. Alright, so we got 4 pieces of gear so far. All of them different. Let's continue, maybe we'll find something else. Okay, nothing so far. Though these archers, man. Oh, there's another cleaver this time. Oh, so the first one was also a cleaver, not an axe. Okay. A dagger. Oh, we haven't found a mace yet. There we go. I'm kind of wondering why we haven't found any bows in here. I mean, orc archers, right? You would think there would be a bow. And I suppose the affixes on these weapons should be a lot better. Ah, the silence. Because this is probably gonna be like a higher level area. Alright, let's start with the cleaver. Orcish cleaver. Increases Mammonite damage by 5%. Okay, that's interesting. It's indestructible, hit +5, and increases attack speed by 10%. So it's like having additional concentration potion. If refined to +7, increases Mammonite damage by additional 10%. Hit +10, attack speed +1. And at +9, increases Mammonite by additional 10%. So that's 25% of Mammonite damage. Not too shabby, I guess. I don't really know. It has very high attack. 160 attack at weapon level 3 is pretty huge. Okay, let's check out the dagger. Orcish dagger. Increases attack speed by 10%. And per level of double attack, attack +3, hit +2. So you got attack +30, hit +20. Baseline. If refined to +7, attack speed +1. And additional attack +10. Because of double attack. And then at +9 additional attack speed and attack +20. So that has a lot of attack, to be honest, if you manage to refine one of these to +9. Again, I don't know how easy that's gonna be. And you know, you can still break the items, so you have 2 RNGs to hop through. You have your the options RNG. So if you roll shit options, you have to find the item again and roll better ones. And then you have to refine it. So I don't know how easy that's gonna be to really get some of these weapons to extremely high refines, like +9. We'll see when the game releases. Orcish blade, bash damage +5%, max HP +150, received healing by 5%, provoke SP consumption reduced by 50%. So they really want you to be using provoke. And it refines bash damage +5%, increased healing by 5%, at +9 bash damage again by 10%. It's interesting because it's required level 50 and they want you to use bash at level 50. I mean, I guess, sure, you're still not a second job, I think, at that point. So that makes sense. Let's move on. Mace. Orcish mace. Oh, this is for swordsmen, acolytes, and merchants. It gives you +105 magic attack, healing recovery effect by 10% increase, max SP +150, and more SP recovery, 20% more. It's indestructible as well. And at +7 you got healing increased by 10%, SP recovery increased by 10%, +9 healing recovery increased by 15%. Bro, that is a lot. That's 35% increase in healing. It's like having a Baxogen card just there. Interesting. If you really want to heal. I guess if you're a Crusader, this could be a very cool weapon for you, not gonna lie. Okay, another Orcish Cleaver. We've seen that before. And another Orcish Blade. And what's the last mace? Oh, so we haven't seen this. An Orcish Smasher. This is for acolytes and merchants. Interesting. Hit +5, indestructible, increases attack speed by 5%. Physical damage increase against undead monster by 10%. Per required level of Demon Bane, increases damage to undead monsters by undead attributes. So I guess race and element, both, by 1%. Demon Bane is at level 10. You need to have level 10 to be a monk. So that's 10%. It's pretty cool. At +7, attack speed +1. Yeah, so this is for a combo monk or a battle priest for sure. I can't really see merchants using it, but it's definitely gonna be cool for a combo monk. Attack speed +1 increases physical damage against undead by 10%, and at +9, attack speed +1, and same thing, per Demon Bane, 1% to damage dealt to undead. Attributes. Interestingly, the options that we rolled on these ones weren't really worth mentioning, not gonna lie. Maybe just got unlucky. So yeah, that's really it. That's Ragnarok Zero gameplay. Well, not really gameplay, just some gear overview, right? One thing that I forgot to mention at the very beginning is that the Morrock Fever map, this is a Frioni map. And you have regular Frioni spawn on it, but you have a different Frioni as well, which is called Desert Frioni, I think, or Furious Frioni. One of those. It's like a bulkier, more aggressive version of Frioni. I don't know if we have it here in the testing environment, because this was put together rather abruptly and roughly, and never really updated for anything. But it's better than nothing before the original release. Which, by the way, you have the link in the description to the original release. So go ahead, play Ragnarok Online Global. Ragnarok Zero Global. Let's see if we can find the Frioni. If it even spawns. Because that is also a question. I'm not sure if it spawns on its own. It might be a dynamic spawn, not gonna lie. You might have to kill like 10,000 monsters on the map for it to spawn. Because Ragnarok Zero has some dynamic spawns, especially with champion monsters, so you have like harder versions of regular mobs spawn every like 100 or 200 kills, something like this. So you'd have like, I don't know, a pouring, you kill 200 pourings on a map, and then there's a champion pouring spawns, which is bigger. It has a little blue aura under it, and it says, for example, swift pouring, right? So it's like faster. Or solid pouring, so it has like a lot more HP. You know, things like this. And it gives a lot more job XP as well. By the way, check out my charge attack. Yeah, dude, knights are busted. I don't think we can find the Frioni, unfortunately. I wanted to show you guys and die to it, and that will be the end of the video. But he's nowhere to be found, so I don't want to keep you guys here. If you enjoyed it, give me a like and a subscribe, and check out the link in the description to the official Ragnarok Zero global release. If you register with my referral code, we're both gonna get rewards, so it's a win-win. And I post a lot of Ragnarok Online videos, so you're welcome to check out my channel. There will be lore videos, gameplay videos, class videos, and just random BS as well for fun. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one.